Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw left side, complete. That's Williams. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down, as good running gets him to about the 44.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Play action. It's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now Hall to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On second down, a run with Hall. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 48 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Completes it to Miller. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down. The Chargers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The slot man in motion right. Herbert operating from the red zone. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Caught by Allen. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's caught. It's Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Finding Miller once more, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Fournette again, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his third rushing touchdown on the year, and the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Herbert off of play action. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Joseph's got it, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Herbert on 1st down now. Going up top for Miller. Touchdown, Chargers. Scotty Miller 48 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On play action, Rodgers taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Launches deep, a jump ball, and this is caught. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to take over.